this, go away. You don't belong here. This is my ravine, and don't touch any of my stuff on your way out. You're still here. I told you to leave. These are my treasures, and you can't have them. The best stuff is in my storeroom anyways, but don't even think about going there. The place is well guarded. I made sure of that. Just leave me be. I don't need you. I don't need anybody. Certainly not any of Invaldi's stupid sons warning me about the dangers of greed. I only need to look at my newly acquired Vanier mirror to see what it does to my skin. But I don't care. My treasures make me feel safe, and it warms me from inside like the breath of a dragon. Get lost. Yeah, hi. No, I didn't watch on my lap. One sigil down. Let's go see another sigil. Big sword. Die. Die already. Fall apart. Oh yeah.
I did okay. Yeah?
Your skill continues to grow. You've never answered the boy's question, Head. How did this dwarf become a dragon?
I don't know for certain, though I'd wager his penchant for stealing magical artifacts had something to do with it. Must have stolen a trinket from the wrong Vanir goddess.
What does the codex that I just... He's Jerry. Traveler, he's slow but sturdy. We should dodge his horizontal swings backwards and his vertical swing sideways and attack him at the time it takes to recover. Okay. Now, if I were another sigil, where the hell would I be? Up there.
Time to set him free. Think he'll remember you?
I don't know, lad. A lot's changed since we last crossed paths. I had legs.
Coming into head!
his magic little knife. Okay, Fafnir.
Where you go, you wee little bugger? Free. Well, the dragon hasn't done much for his personality.
A brilliant scale of the chain, moderate perk activation to grant you a blessing of runic when using a runic. Flight of Fafnir. See what it says about Fafnir. Fafnir was a dwarf, only one of the sons of Vivaldi, according to Mimir, but he was very greedy, and his greed turned him into a dragon. It sounds ridiculous, but I saw him with my own eyes. He was a dragon. I wonder if it was painful to turn from a dwarf into a dragon. How long did it take? I had a bunch of questions for him, but he flew off before I could ask any. Yes, I know you're there, cat. Yes, I know. Good. Doesn't help when you do that. Kind of annoying, actually. Okay, let's go out. The dragon's down. Hello. What's over here? Ooh, chest.
One more and we can translate those Niflheim runes.
Uh-huh. Don't know if it's up here. Don't know, we'll find out. Oh, you need your nails trimmed too, cat. Ow, ow, ow. Nope. Been here, done that. Killed the guy.
What's that down there?
A treasure is gold, or however you want to say it. Okay. Map. Creation Island. Why was very so looking towards the water wheel? Sure.
Here we go.
It's probably down there. I need to go around and kill the guys.
Not yet.
Brother!
Yeah.
Look out behind you. Really hurt.
Okay,
Brother,
so
get
I'm
up,
not
brother.
ready to fight these guys yet, I don't think.
Father?
We'll come back. And I'm only level what? 4-ish? So, how do I get to this one? So I want to go to that side. Okay. Oh, I'll restart. Time for the canyon. Ship. 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 Another ship. A bunch of ships. Okay. Okay, in we go. A hole in the ground. Okay, I hear him. Two.
Looky who decided to show.
Hello.
Talk to this here ring.
What? I can't hear thoughts from rings, Brock. It's talking to me! It's Anvari!
Ha! Knew it.
He says he went to the Velander mines to observe his mistake, but then the Soul Eater attacked, so as he was being ripped apart, he cast a spell that removed his soul and put it in this ring. And then he...
What about all his stuff?
Huh?
Anvari had a workshop here with all sorts of posh doodads and ornatery tools. And one beaut of a hammer. You make mention of it still in there?
You're upsetting him.
Your point? You fellas take Anvari with you and go have a look-see. If you find his hammer, I'll whip up something real nice for you. Hey now, don't go forgetting your entry stone.
Such a cheerful person. That rock. Anything else that I'm missing up there? Nope.
Invari isn't happy about us taking his stuff.
I do not care.
I'm not gonna tell him that.
Down to go.
Hostiles.
Nice shot!
Hey, what's up here? Those fucking snake things.
Take this! We did it!
Oh. Okay, that's puzzles up there. Yeah. Just exploring.
Invari says this dwarf was part of his crew. That he died because of his mistakes. He sounds sad.
The ring's grief is of little importance, boy.
Let's go get the stuff. Anything else up there that I'm missing? Probably, but oh well. Climb.
Oh, he did not like that. He's warning us not to go down there.
Stop listening to the ring, boy. Cannot be trusted.
Come on! Don't hide! You suck. Ah, Ratatoska. Interesting story there. Once...
He's silent!
Okay. No, I want to go down. First we'll go over and open the chest. Those chests are good. Okay. What do I have? It still says So, I found the gateway. I've got one more raven.
Silence that ring, boy.
I don't know how.
What am I? Your first call? Ratataskar saves the day. Again.
Before I do anything, let's see. So that ring we found, Aunt Vari's soul is trapped inside. Apparently he stashed it there so the Soul Eater wouldn't eat it. Brock wants us to use him to find his fancy hammer. Aunt Vari seems grouchy about it, but I guess it would be too if I was trapped in a ring and some stranger was stealing my stuff. Okay, what's this lift do? Treasure map.
Another map. Bet we'll find something useful here.
Kneel before Thor. I live to serve the god of thunder, and I bury my greatest treasure right here where all the inhabitants of Midgard should dwell, at the feet of the god of gods. Okay. Statue that I destroyed. A statue the snakes destroyed. Not sure. A shot to get all three here. Line up my shot.
A Soul Eater.
And a traveler. Guard up.
Oh. gonna suck.
Almost ready. All set. Watch Duster. The armor. Need more time.
We are done here.
Traveler! The Traveler is a magical rune. If we see him lifted in his hand, Father should throw his
Dead
axe
soul.
at it.
What's a soul eater even doing here? What do you mean it's your fault?
Boy, ignore him.
It's sort of tough for me to ignore.
I saw a basket. I know. It was up here. I saw the basket. Oh, I must have hit the basket at some point. Without meaning to. Okay, fine. Okay, let's go through here.
He says this chest will trigger a bunch of traps.
Well, thank you for warning me, but gotta do it.
I see no traps.
Sounded so sure about it.
I just didn't want this stuff. Okay.
Prepare yourself!
respect for my time? Masochist.
Okay. Okay, up we go. We still in River Pass? Okay. So it's that way, so let's see what's this way. Okay, what's that? Chest. Okay, down we go. And let's see if we can solve this dwarven thing. Jump. Okay. More jumping. Anything else over here that I'm missing? This stuff.
Barry says his workshop is up there. But I know. Don't trust the talking ring.
Never trust the talking ring. That. Okay.
Sorry, Captain!
Where's the big guy? Found him, smithereens. Found him.
How was that?
Adequate.
Faint praise. Dark Elf Lord, it's so strong and thick. It's so strong in his thick armor, but leaves itself open after certain attacks.
Boy.
Father, please, just listen. Invari's crew did something bad here. He's glad you destroyed his life. And he's sorry he kept trying to trick us. His hammer is just through this gate.
That. Adrian's epic talisman create a small defensive zone that prevents Kratos' attacks from being interrupted and reduces the amount of damage he takes. When upgraded, it restores a small amount of health as well. same, aren't they? Okay. Don't know if I still trust the talking ring, but hey.
Boy,
Yes, sir.
Another map.
Wonder who wrote this.
Soul Eaters. Removing an ancient soul and domesticating it as a beast of burden was surprisingly easy. So they followed my every command and appeared to possess no free will, sense of self-preservation, or even hunger. Well, not until it turned poor, lit into ashes. Not even his soul remained. A lack of their own must be what drives them to immobilate the souls of others. My soul eaters are an abomination. Several were sent to Muspelheim at the request of Suitor, what he will use them for I shudder to consider. Another to Moskiner at Konzagard. That fool can burn for all I care. My immediate concern is the dwarves of the Volender mines. I pray I'm not too late to undo my mistakes. Andvari.
this is a fine hammer.
Andvari says thank you. Can we keep him?
We will talk to the blue one.
Okay. So I'm missing. Did I hear a raven at all? This keeps saying that I'm in the river pass. I'm not.
You called me for this! Hack off!
Grumpy little squirrel.
You two find that hammer?
Here, the alchemist's hammer. His spirit is a nuisance.
Nah, Andvari always was an asshole. Hell of an alchemist, though. Hand him over here and I'll melt him down.
What? You're going to melt down your friend?
A trapped soul's what I need to give your reward some extra oomph. You don't want it?
Father, we can't do that. Here, you hold on to him. He's really useful, I promise.
Fine. So long as he proves his worth.
Very high perk activation for chance to grant a
Kid's
help
a
for
bit of a
any successful.
softie, huh? Well, he'll grow out of it.
Andvari. Andvari wasn't very helpful at first, but something about seeing that dead soul eater in the Land Earther mines made him realize he was being kind of a jerk. I think he feels guilty because he and some of the other dwarves were experimenting with ancients there, and they accidentally created soul eaters. Glad we didn't have any to fight. We didn't have to fight anymore. Anyway, his soul's still trapped in a ring. Bronk wanted to melt him down. He can be so mean sometimes. but I convinced Father to keep him, and now he's part of our group. Father even uses Andari's soul as an enchantment sometimes. Must be hard being trapped in a piece of jewelry, but Andvari doesn't complain too much. I've gotten pretty good at ignoring him. Let's go back and see if I am missing. Didn't hear it. That being said, not hearing it here. Most likely place to be in here somewhere.
Up there. See it?
Not seeing it. Importantly, not hearing it. Oh, there it is. I knew it had to be around here somewhere, the fucker. Okay. Got it. Okay, let's go.
let's get to it. Now, what else do I want to...
What does this one do? Raise a small defense that's only direct. Okay, so what do I have now for goals? Time heals all, so I have to get to Fafnir's storeroom. Unlock the realm of Nilfheim. Kneel before Thor. Creation Island. Not quite strong enough yet. Historians at Fafnir's storeroom. Okay! I should go and do some housework.
So what do you think, Mimir? What does Baldur want with us?
Well, let's look at what we know. Baldur is Odin's finest tracker, bar none. If he wants you, you have to consider the possibility that Odin wants you. And as for what Odin wants, on this I have some expertise.
What could we have that Odin doesn't? He's like the king of gods.
Of the Aesir, aye. But his reach is not unlimited. And where he cannot reach, he is preoccupied with going. He's certainly tortured me enough about it over the years.
There's tracking us for Odin, who wants us to go where he cannot reach, but we can. Where's the ruined statue of Thor? Over there. Let's go on a boat and see. No. Figures. Okay, what am I looking for with this map? It's there, I think. Okay, let's go back. Okay, let's go up. Didn't really want to do that. I've already solved that puzzle. Already solved it. Up we go again. Up we go. And over. So, by the sigil door. Or the storyboard door, whatever the hell you want to call it. Right here.
Found it!
Unstable ore. I've Rage, legendary enchantment, increases the rate at which rage is gained by 10%, stacks up to 30%. Don't know. Also don't know if I've beat this one yet or not. Yep. Okay. Let's go back to Brock's shop.
So, Odin wants to go where he can't reach. Are you saying he's trying to get to Jotunheim too?
Aye, it ranks among his foremost obsessions.
But that doesn't make any sense, Mimir.
Oh? When did I stop making sense?
You're saying Baldur tracked us down to find the way to Jotunheim. But that was before we knew Jotunheim is where we needed to go. That's crazy.
Except for one thing. You are headed for Jotunheim, so he was right.
I'm so confused.
Well then, clearly you've been listening.
If Olden and Baldur are trying to get to Jotunheim, and they think we are the answer, how do they know that before you even knew we had to go there? Mimir insists this makes sense. So what do I have for favors? Time heals all, which I have to go over there. The Realm of Fog, unlock Niflheim. These labors. Top of Muspelheim, more than myth. 7 of 11, Light of the World, 4 of 8. I've killed almost 30. I've found 3. This way. I get so confused. No, it's not this way. It's at the end. What do I have for treasure maps left? Creation Island, which I can't do, and the Historian, which I just haven't gone to yet. And down we go. I swear this is something, but don't know. I'll come back and do Lost Caverns after. I discovered the Mason's channel. Gate. Wheel. That shaft to turn the wheel.
Should we dock on this beach?
Don't see any alternative.
Ulfik. Taken from this realm too early. You who walks among the living! My beloved Gulvig calls to me. She yearns for peace, yet her remains lie in pieces. I beg of you, make my Gulvig whole again.
You want us to collect her bones? Gross.
Gulvig's Sather magic knows no bounds. She can reunite you with those you've lost.
Really? How?
Boy, I can smell your grief, child. Rest assured, her magic is strong enough to create bridges between life and death.
That's never a good
if only
thing.
for a short while.
Boy, we are leaving.
They've taken 3 of Sweet Gulvig's bones and spread them across the lake. Bring me her bones, child. Gulvig will reward you.
That sounds dicey.
Good. The special chisel is ahead past this gate.
Yeah. It wasn't that easy.
Grab him!
Never that easy.
My fair Gulvig. This
I'm
realm
getting the hang of
suffers
this.
without her spirit.
Father, maybe we should look for those bones.
Why?
Didn't you hear him? We could talk to Mom again. If we keep an eye out
Look
while
if you wish, boy. I will not be distracted by this fool's errand.
Yeah, looking for the... That's never good. So where are they, though? So the other side? There and over there.
This chisel we seek, what is it?
I'm glad you asked, actually. I have just the story for you. There was a giant once named Thamur. A very giant, who, despite his mountainous size, was without question the greatest stonemason this world had ever seen. Proud Thamur hoped to one day pass his vast knowledge on to his son. But young Hrimthur had the heart of a warrior. Perhaps the father had too much fear in him, or the son too little. Either way, a quarrel of theirs spiraled out of control, and the overworked stonemason, bonk, struck his son. Hrimthur ran off into the night. Feeling shame and regret, Thamur chased after his son, but in his emotional state soon found himself wandering Midgard, lost and alone. Sadly, he caught the eye of the one person he didn't want to meet alone that night, so far from home. Thor.
And what happened next?
You'll see.
Oh, a little bit chilly here.
Thor killed him. No. He fell in the village?
Aye. When Thamur fell, he crushed a charming place famed for worshipping the Vanir god Njord. Thor always took credit for planning that one. The truth is, the sweaty ballbag just got lucky.
Northern Dock. serpent says that to get the realized peak we...
We seek a chisel.
The tip of one, yes. A very, very giant chisel.
It looked like Wilbur's Howl's sign they are going into a frenzy where they can attack with incredible speed.
That big crystal on the giant's ring looks promising.
Oh yeah, I see the giant now.
Magically sealed, I'm afraid.
Yeah, right.
Darn, that didn't seem to do anything.
Well, let's do it again.
Brother, looks like that crystal's brimming again.
Turn it. And now blow it up.
Oh, neat trick, lad.
Thanks. His idea.
Okay, let's go the other way. Let's go the other way. Because there's a chest there. Labors.
What happened to the survivors?
Oh, Thamur was a frost giant. When he died, his final breath froze everything.
Path of flame.
This is locked up good.
Okay. Came down which way? That way. Ergo. it. I need to go up
Atreus,
this way.
here.
Yes, Father.
Okay. Let's see what's around the corner. Chest. Which is what? Rare chest armor. Girded. No, not as good as what I've got.
What's that up there?
I'm going, I'm going.
There he is.
Find the tip of that chisel. That's the magic we need.
Enemies. Under mark.
Not quite ready yet. Anatomy of Hope. Maybe we can talk to Mom again. The ghost wants us to find his dead lady's bones and bring them back to the rest of her body. She's missing both hands and her head. It's pretty disgusting, but it works. Maybe it'll be worth it.
Focus up.
Over on your left, brother!
I'm set.
Fuck me.
I can't get free. I'm not ready.
I say, Jin and Agent in the snow. I wonder if they have thoughts like we do. I can't hear any. They don't have any mouth or ears. None that I can see anyways. They're mostly pretty peaceful unless we attack first. I never say this to Father, but I wish we could just leave them alone. If Father finds himself caught in the Wolver's frenzy attack, I may be able to draw the Wolver's attention as well as a well-placed arrow. Is that it? Rare enchantment increases resistance to frost attacks by 20%. Okay. That one's done. Hopping on a sled. Platinum Rinweaver bracers. Definitely not as good as what I've got.
An all-fine light crystal. Wonder what it's for. Hey, hardened royal tree sap. That's handy. Well, here's the base for the crystal we saw. But how do we get it down?
Oh, give me time. I'm just looking around. Oh, another chest. Okay, what do we have up here? Okay, did I get that? Yep. Okay. That's how you get it down.
Can you read it?
To Njord, we offer back the seas back.
Ah, yes. It was believed that Njord calmed the winds and seas for the fishermen. For that, they loved
It's for God, Njord doesn't sound too bad.
and worshipped him here.
Okay, I see the giant's head. Okay. Legendary Dust of Flames. I need it to be the little triangle thingy. That'll do it. That will do it. Mark of the Ranger. Increases damage of the axe swords by 6%. No. Okay. Oh, the tower. Big dead giant. Head of Thalmor.
How are we getting down there?
I have a plan.
You do?
Do not act so surprised.
Oh, no offense, brother, but I don't even think Thor with Mjolnir in hand could get through that much ice.
Then Thor is a fool.
This should be entertaining.
Boy.
Ready.
Nice shot.
potential, boy.
Swinging wildly won't break his guard, but if Father uses his block break, he should be able to find an opening. Ogre, Father is strong enough to block one of his attacks, but it takes some time for him to recover. Smarter to avoid it altogether. Dr. Safely. So, where are we at? Thalmer's corpse. One of two gateways. Magic chisel. Only a very special chisel can carve the travel room to Jotunheim. The magic chisel we need is a piece buried under a lot of ice and a dead giant stone mason. Father's got a plan to reach it. I hope it works. Yeah, let's talk to Sindri.
Wow, that was something, that fight. Here, catch. Well, that was a waste of a perfectly good hour.
How were you not seen? There is nowhere here to hide.
Oh, that. It's a little trick my people can pull. A special way of not being seen.
You can be invisible?
More like I can step into the realm between realms. And your mind doesn't understand what it's seeing, so it sees nothing at all. That's how we avoid ever having to actually use the weapons we craft. It doesn't seem to work on dragons, though.
Your brother wanted to know if you're getting enough to eat. I guess I could tell him you are.
Brock was asking about me? Was there meat in his breath? You let him touch this again. Come on, then.
So that's how Brock was in the temple right after the water drop. He stepped between realms.
Okay, now, shush. I need complete silence for this. There you go.
So, this plan of yours.
Can you guess it?
Knowing you, it doesn't involve standing around here.
Correct.
But how do we move forward?
Kid, you're pushing me.
So what are you doing up here?
I'm on a hunt for scap slag.
Slap what?
Scap. Slag. Ores with specific impurities that are the key to unlocking all sorts of unique qualities. One man's waste product is another man's artistic medium.
Okay. Well, we're off to get a chunk from the tip of the giant's chisel.
The big chisel buried under all the ice? Ha! Good luck with that. Yes, come in. What can I do for you? I think you'll be pleased, young man.
Okay, to Max.
What shall it be?
Alright. I'll leave this for now.
Was there something else?
Armor. Another. Gauntlet of the Ancients. Go to sockets. Frost Sigil of Defense. Increase resistance to frost. Nothing's unlocked. Mercenary skills.
Boy, Farmer really liked jewelry, didn't he? Even braided his beard with it.
I happen to think he looks dashing. You know, for a snow-covered corpse.
My shop's right here!
There's something over there.
Yeah, well, that's why I was doing it.
We heading into that building?
Yes.
You think there's something inside that'll help us break the ice and get to the chisel tip?
No.
I'll keep thinking.
Good, because I don't know what the plan is. I don't know what the plan is. Not a clue.
Ready yourself, boy.
Can't yet!
Travelers must be paranoid bunch because they keep a huge shield in the back that will deflect any attempts to backstab them. Still no clue of what the hell I'm doing here. Absolutely none. Something big that looks like it's gonna move.
Come here. You knew this place? Before?
I came here on a diplomatic mission once, trying to broker a peace between Asgard and Vanaheim. That war. So many lives lost. What I didn't know was Thor had already gone on a killing spree of giants.
What did the giants have to do with the war between the gods?
Nothing at all, lad. That's the tragedy of it. They took no side in that madness. But Odin's paranoia is surpassed only by Thor's lust for blood.
Not sure what this is going to do. Maybe it's the way back. Do that.
Huh?
See, I've climbed one of these things before, you know. In Uncharted. Looks into the frost. Activate temporary power up the Leviathan. Activate to temporary power up the Leviathan axe with a small explosion of frost damage on every hit, and slate bonus to runic and normal attacks. One more. Maybe. Just the two positions? No, it was three. However, I do not know what this one does. Don't know. Don't know if it does anything. Basically, I think he's going to jump on the ice.
Another crystal. Just give the word.
I'll explore around here first.
What now? Ooh, we got most of it.
No, not quite. Well, you should know what I want, kid. Big giant hammer.
Well, a stealthy plan it is not.
Now we must free the other strap.
We do?
Thank you. Let's go in here then.
Why are we going up when what we need is all the way down there?
Think.
Well, the chisel tip is under thick layers of ice, so melting it won't work.
Correct.
And there weren't any shattered crystals nearby for me to shoot, so that's not an option.
Correct.
That just leaves smashing the ice. We need something ridiculously heavy to... Oh, I get it now.
Good.
How are we going to turn the hammer so it lands near the chisel tip?
Not possible. We cut it free, write it down, and figure out what comes next after.
So your plan involves a whole bunch of luck then?
You are welcome to suggest a different one.
Up we go. Goals.
What now?
Hold tight.
This plan seems ill-advised.
Jump!
That didn't work. It only fell a little ways.
Okay. Into the doorway. Okay. Rainwater Warbelt.
Oh no!
Hey.
The floor's collapsed. There's a sand bowl, but how do we get to it?
We cannot.
Okay.
Boy.
He can.
What does it say?
When time itself is disarrayed, the forward path is retrograde. Retrograde? It's backwards?
Those symbols. The seasons?
Yeah, but the order's all jumbled. Shouldn't it be winter, spring, summer, autumn?
Why start with winter?
It's from a song Mother used to sing.
Don't I know that one? Winter that...
Quiet, Head.
Doesn't like music either. Got it.
Okay. So, winter.
Boy.
House. Vetter. Sumar. No, that wasn't right.
Winter. Spring. Summer. Autumn.
Write it.
Vetter. Var. Sumar. House. It didn't work, but I know that's the order in the song Mom sang.
But it's retrograde, so autumn. Summer. Spring. Winter.
Write it.
House. Sumar. Var. Vetter.
Atreus. That word.
Thola. It means endure.
Try it.
Thola.
Well done, lad.
Write it again.
Thola. We're rising! The energy's lifting the platform.
Keep writing.
Thola. Thola. Thola.
Head. How is this possible?
My guess? Temporal magic. Dangerous stuff the High Vanir gods used to play around with. The ability to freeze time. Happened to be a favourite of Njord himself, in fact.
Used to. Why did they stop?
Well, turns out stopping time keeps the sun and moon from streaking across the sky. Unfortunately, it does not stop the wolves that chase them, always looking to sink their teeth in. After that, they decided it was best to leave time alone.
I can't get to the ball! Look!
Behind you!
It's clear!
Back to writing, before the floor collapses.
Go on, right?
Sola. 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 Sola.
More to the left!
We're blasting it!
Keep it up!
We're good!
Go on, right?
Sola. 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 Sola.
More?
Not again! Nightmare! I'm not ready! Watch out! Ready and wait!
You missed some back here! Behind you! Again!
Look! We're almost to the top!
Yeah, keep going.
Sola. 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 Sola.
Father! The bullet dropped away! What's the last?
Jump!
Our powder, smoke screen clouds combine us and they provide cover for follow-up attacks. We should avoid them. Okay.
You did well.
Thanks.
The boy.
Just having a little fun, you big grump.
The hammerhead.
Well, there it is. How are we going to get it free?
A push. Trust me. Ready. Dig in and push with everything.
Yes, sir.
How do we get down?
We jump.
Really?
Come. Do not panic.
Why would I panic?
I have you.
There we go.
You're cracked, you know that?
Well. Good. We should keep moving.
chisel tip.
Give the man credit. He has a talent for destroying things.
Remember that, Head.
Never leaves my mind.
Well, if we find them, I'll get the kid, right? It's a massive. I smell a dwarf. Find him.
Father.
Not now.
Those were the guys we saw with Baldur. His nephews?
Aye. Magni and Modi. The sons of Thor.
Mother always said the Aesir were the worst of gods, and Thor was the worst of the Aesir. Guess he's a terrible father, too.
They are no longer children. They have no excuse.
Will Sindri be okay?
They'll never even see him.
Okay.
Ah, the great dining hall. Envy of all Midgard. Funny, I remember there being a massive candelabrum. Really livened up the place.
You mean that candelabrum?
We'll need something to get through this one.
Okay. People frozen behind the ice, it looks like.
You just can't help but break things, can you? If memory serves, the Jarl's throne was just on the other side of that wall of ice.
him. And drop his big axe.
Enemy down! I can see a path out, but there's no way to reach it.
Stonebeard King. Mother says Stonebeard King earned his title king simply because no one could take it from him. If you're arrogant enough to call yourself a king, you better be able to back it up, and Stonebeard could. He never lost a fight until now. Boar Stampede. Runic summon. Summon a stampede of spectral boars to trample enemies in their path. Should we upgrade some of these? Decide which one I like the best is the thing. Well, let's kill the other one.
Enemies ahead!
When a wolver crouches on all fours, they can be very difficult to hit. We need to be on our guard and not leave ourselves open to counterattacks. Who would have thought? That would be the throne.
Something ahead.
See, lad, he's fine.
Thought it best to vanish when Thor's idiot sons showed up.
Those men, what do you know of them?
First, they're not men, they're gods. Well, demigods. Anyway, let's see. Thor's their dad, different moms, sordid story that one. Baldur's their uncle, Odin, dear old grandpa. Oh, and a sister named...
Weapons. How do they fight?
Oh, of course. Magni's strong. Really strong. Carries a huge sword hardened by cyclonic thunder. And Modi? Ugh. I'd sooner lick a rat than shake that dung heap's hand. His mace and shields are just a cheap knockoff of my elegant work on their dad's hammer. Best to follow my lead and avoid. But, who am I talking to? Ready.
Well, don't buy anything on my account.
Well, there's nothing I want at the moment.
Focus on your damn job and quit that shit. You quit that shit. I mean it. He went to war and walked away. Maybe. Uncle hasn't seen straight in years. As long as father believes him, so do we. So you will stop talking, focus, and help me find them. You can't disappoint father. Oh, I'll smack you, boy. No, we cannot disappoint father. Now keep looking.
Way down. Oh. Fine, be that way. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Run away, run over. Oops. And what am I going to be fighting
Hurry,
here?
brother. We may get a piece of the chisel and be gone before they even notice. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Boy.
Surrender. The All-Father demands it.
No.
Good.
This fight is mine, boy. Go.
And where do you think you're going? Oh no, brother. The little freak's got a bow. What are we gonna do? Don't tell me what to do, have a good
Stay behind me, boy. Why do you hunt us? What does Odin want?
Oh no, don't care. Come here, half-breed. You're done.
Shut up! Don't call me that!
Those skinny little arms can barely lift the bow.
I said shut up!
Calm yourself, boy.
From behind, freak! Come on, put up a fight! From behind, freak!
Looks like they need another lesson. More than happy to teach. Unbelievable. You mean perhaps the might has. You've got some father. Bad Your mother ugly or something? She cut up your face so you look at her.
Don't talk about my mother!
Don't talk about my mommy.
Don't listen to him, lad. He's trying to rile you up. The sons of Thor are welcome to try.
Head!
Sorry, overstepped, yeah?
This is my favorite part. Having fun yet? That's all this was. There's a little run for his money.
Stop it!
Boy, stay focused.
I welcome this challenge. It's like chopped mutton. Did mommy not feed you? Too ugly to let you suck on it.
Shut up, you bastard!
Well, mother must have been some whore to lay with the likes of him.
I'll kill you!
Try! Control yourself!
No! How did you... You have no idea. You son of a bitch!
Get that gun! I'll rip your head off!
A little bit of a temper on the kid, isn't there?
Sickness. Fever has returned.
No! It hasn't.
Roy,
The coffin, the blood. The boy's sick, he needs Freya.
No!
steady.
I'll be alright.
There you go, lad.
I'm fine, see?
Uh-huh.
We should keep an eye on him.
The older son of Thor, he had a huge sword and could use the power of lightning and was really, really mean. Father killed him. The younger son of Thor and a relentless creep. He can also shoot lightning and uses a mace and shield. He ran off after father killed his brother, Magni, but I bet we haven't seen the last of him. I'll kill him next time I see him. Frozen Flame.
It's locked magically.
Gesundheit.
Enough?
Should do. With that, we can carve the travel rune to Jotunheim. Get you where you need to go. Oh, incidentally, all those magically sealed doors we've seen can now be unlocked. Like that one round the corner. You can get through that door there now that you've got the chisel.
Cool. Find the blinding point with L and then press R2 to strength. What does this door do?
You killed Magni.
That he did.
He was a god. But you killed him.
Minor Aesir, perhaps. But I.
And his father's Thor.
Not minor. Not minor at all, him. This will not go over well in Asgard.
I defended us. Nothing more. I fear no judgment.
Judgment, no. But if vengeance is any concern...
Since when can you kill a god?
As always. You know you're going to have to go talk to Freya, right? I haven't finished in here. Okay, I can only see one room. Is there another rune? There's another rune. Where is R? Yeah, I know. I don't know where the R rune is. Okay. I'm still not seeing it. Ice locked in ice. I don't see it. I don't know where it is. Alright. don't know where it is.
Father, look up there.
Up where? I'm looking. I don't see anything. Keep tight. I got two of them. I don't know where R is. What's going on? Gotta be around here somewhere. What? I know. Ah, God of War. Thank you. I got. R I don't have. Yeah, I got that one. Oh, there it is, right there. Oh, pain in the ass is what it is. Glacial Catalyst. All that for that little pain in the butt thing, fine. Okay. Goals. We got to the chisel tip, but Thor's awful sons Magni and Modi attacked us. Father put his axe through Magni's face, and Modi ran away, but I got so angry I almost got sick again. I must fight it. We just need to travel into Jotunheim now, and we can finally scatter Mom's ashes.
Wait, we were here before. But which way back?
Hey! Did you hear? Magni, the Aesir god, son of Thor, dead! I know! Now Modi's on a rampage across Midgard, looking for the killer, swearing that once he finds him, he'll... Oh shit, that was you guys.
We should probably discuss that more quietly.
Or not at all. I think that's a great plan. I'm feeling creative today. Can I just say, it's a sad day for your enemies. If you're not in a hurry, to work we go. Nothing to your liking. I see.
Okay, what do we have here? Using the targets. 3,000, 2,000. Fully upgraded. Okay, what do I have left here?
I don't think the lad's doing too well.
I'm fine.
If so, then keep up.
Yes, sir. Hey, I just realized. Magni didn't come back to life.
That is interesting. It's known the Aesir find their own way to Valhalla. No Valkyrie escort, no processing at the gates of Helheim. That may be significant.
Okay. Okay. All sorts of stuff. So I need to find a crystal. That would be a crystal up there. Okay. What does the crystal do? Oh, hello. What does the crystal do?
Look, back near the giant's hand. What? What is this place?
Fishermen would bring their day's catch into this port and use that contraption to send some of it directly to the Jarl's main kitchen. The rest was sorted and sold.
There is an exit under the thumb. Find your way across.
Explore first.
There is an opening.
I can get it. There's a path to the exit on the other side.
You don't sound healthy, kid.
It's moving. Grease it.
Cause I'm tight.
There's a rope up here.
Okay. Freeze that into place. And what do we got here? Let's get the stuff. Because you know, always need other stuff.
Back under his palm. We're almost there.
Oh, this way is the way we came out.
Everything we just did. Climbed around a dead giant, rode a giant falling hammer, fought some bad gods. What do you think Mother would say?
Bet you have come a long way.
Thanks.
Let's do this door.
Over there!
Opened one of them. Hidden Chamber of Odin.
Here, boy. Another one.
Ah, you know this one, don't you?
It's Thamu, the giant stonemason. Is he building a wall around Jotunheim?
It was to be his masterwork. He only wanted to protect his people.
Too bad the first part got burned.
I prefer the last panel was burned. Such a senseless pity.
Thalmor, the Great Stonemason, one of the biggest giants of all. He argues with his son Hrimnir, strikes him, and gets lost looking for him. Thor chisels Thalmor in the head and crushes a whole town. Thalmor was building a wall around Jotunheim to protect giants from the Aesir. Did it ever get finished?
Feels like a prison.
That would explain the hefty magical lock on the outside.
But it's more than that. I have this feeling like something is waiting for us down here.
You've a knack for ominous statements, lad.
What kind of something?
I'm not sure. Something powerful.
Whatever you feel, boy. We will handle it. We have come this far, yes?
Yes, Father.
Okay. Build up from there.
A Valkyrie? Imprisoned? She actually did it.
A Valkyrie? But I thought they were just spirits.
Take caution, lads. A Valkyrie in the flesh. I can't think of a more formidable opponent.
She does not attack.
Does she even know we're here?
Well, we'll try what this is like.
I think she knows we're here now. Almost Father, use this!
Watch your back!
Almost got it. Almost got it. And boom. One wing. Two wings.
You have freed me from my corrupted form. You have my eternal gratitude. But my sisters remain trapped as I was. Take my helm. Find them. Free them. The fate of the Valkyries rests on your shoulders.
The fate of the Valkyries.
Sounds pretty important.
That's putting it mildly, lad.
What do you know of them?
A fair question, and yet not one easily answered. I know more than most, but much of their history is veiled in secrecy. My own experience with the Valkyries ends with my imprisonment.
You are avoiding the question, Head.
As I said, brother, it's complicated. I don't know why or how they become such wretched creatures, but perhaps if we can free more of them.
You want us to fight more of those things?
The fate of the Valkyries, lad. A more worthy endeavor there is not.
It will be dangerous.
Well, that hasn't stopped you before, eh? That's the spirit.
Yeah, I know there's a gate, but I forgot something, so I have to go back. Ah, I know there's a gate, but I forgot something. Let's see what we got. Go. All done. Right? Right. So, now what do we need to do? Find the gate. I do believe.
What now then? Maybe Freya ought to have a look at the boy.
No, I feel better now. I just needed to catch my breath. Where do we go next?
Well, now that we've got the giant's chisel, we need to learn the travel rune to Jotunheim, so we can carve it into that special gateway atop the peak, and open realm travel to the land of the giants.
You don't know it?
Alas, no. But the serpent did mention that the giants had entrusted that secret to Tyr.
Isn't Tyr dead?
Aye, but his hidden vault is very much in reach. The doors are beneath his temple, submerged in the lake for generations until our snake friend shifted his weight. There we shall find the fabled Black Rune of Jotunheim.
Okay.
Hey, word is someone put down that loudmouth Magni. Wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing for you when his daddy finds out. But one less Aesir farting around suits me just fine. In fact, next upgrade is on the house.
Really?
No.
Wow.
Sure, I'm open. That ought to keep them from hacking bits off you. What you need? What next? You take care now.
leave this for now, but just until I can get it upgraded. Well, oh. Unavailable. Muscle fine. Health fine. Asgard. Spartine. Valheim. Alfheim.
Tell me again how Odin knew we were going to Jotunheim before we did.
Odin is extremely clever, you see. Nearly as clever as he thinks he is. And he's a collector of prophecies. If it's about the future, he adds it to his collection. Helps him style himself as all-seeing and all-knowing. But of course, the idea is control. Control of the future. Control of his fate. He'd control every realm of every land in every world if he could. Every potential pocket of resistance, he seeks to eliminate. Even if you've never posed a threat before, he may think one day you might. So you see, it's not important how he knew before you did. It's important that he was right. Alpine. I missed its gentle breeze and the sweet smell of honeysuckle and blood. Well, judging by the sky, the light elves are in control of the light this time.
Explain.
You see, the light elves and dark elves...
are always fighting over the light. That part we know.
But did you also know that control of the light has changed hands no less than 213 times?
Really?
It's true. Each side believes itself the rightful keepers of the light and argue they're simply fighting for survival. But the fact of the matter is, the war has been going on so long, they don't know who they are without it.
I don't know where. Shop. Entrance. That's what I'm looking for.
this up for me. Svartalfheim means land of the Dark Elves, right?
Right.
But you said the Dark Elves have been here in Alfheim a really long time. And anyway, aren't dwarves supposed to be from Svartalfheim? They don't look like Dark Elves.
Don't you think so? Then you are vastly more perceptive than the Aesir. They're the ones who apparently can't tell the difference. And they're the ones who came up with that name. Dwarves actually call their home realm Nidavellir.
So the Dark Elves aren't from Svartalfheim at all?
Not even a bit. They're just elves of another colour. Nobody knows who came first, but they all come from Alfheim.
Why do they fight all the time if they're really the same?
That is adorable.
Huh?
It is the way of the world.
Oh. Well, that's sad.
See what's behind this door. Wrong way. Wrong way, I can't steer. Goes down here. Yeah, I mean, how did he get the scars? How did he get the scars? This up here first. Chests are always good. Chests.
A Valkyrie. We have to save her.
Think before you act. Are we prepared to face such a powerful foe?
I'm ready if you are.
Aye, same here. If that counts for anything.
No, it doesn't.
Here she comes! I'm not ready!
not be ready for her.
Here, take this!
You're moving a bit slow.
I may not be ready for her. I may not be ready for her. So, we'll come back to her later. We'll come back to her later.
Atreus, here.
Yes, Father.
I walked right past it, didn't even see it. Ah, but that is... But I will get that one.
Amir, what else did the serpent tell you when you spoke? Kinda sounded important.
I'm sure it's nothing. He just said the boy seemed familiar to him.
Me? That's impossible.
Oh, I quite agree. Unless, perhaps, he refers to something yet to be. It is said that when Jormungandr and Thor battle at Ragnarok, their clash so violently shakes the Tree of Life that it splinters, casting the serpent backward through time, even before his own birth.
What?
That is madness.
Well, I did say not to concern yourself.
So, just the Valkyrie.
Best and brightest cut down by Thor and that damn hammer. I might very well go home to lick my wounds. Too bad. I was fond of every giant I ever met.
So that's why they destroyed the bridges to Jotunheim. So the Aesir couldn't follow. Is that why there's no tower in the lake?
I doubt it's a coincidence.
So you think when we get to Jotunheim, we might find giants there?
Anything's possible.
Well, I gotta take a break. Behind the lock. Okay, climb the volcano, vinyl Jotner shines. Light of the world. So 30 out of 51. I've only found 4. I've opened 2. Free the dragons. 12. 43. 17 out of 30. I'm using it more. It's good. Don't know if I like that one though. It doesn't do much. One more parry. Tripped. Still not doing that very much. One more Dark Elf, huh? Cool.